Welcome. Welcome to Throwback Thursday edition of The Lock. And I know we kind of had a Throwback Thursday on Tuesday, but we're going to still hit it again today for a second time around. What's up, Ant?
Not much, man. A bunch of rain coming down out here.
Man,
The same rain, the same brown hard grass that cushioned my fall is now going.
it's lush.
It's been raining. It's been raining all day. So by this weekend, I should have some good green grass that I done worked hard to get. Now I can cut it and trim it up like I like to do.
Right. Yeah, that's that rain that we got earlier this week, man. It was raining here Monday and Tuesday bad. So it finally has migrated up to Las Vegas, man.
Oh yeah, you know how we got to do around here, man. Get it when we can get it. It ain't no big deal. But yeah, man, there's been a lot of stuff going on, man. I got a throwback Thursday, and I ain't tell you this. I got a throwback Thursday quiz for you. That we gonna cover a lot of stuff that ain't throwback Thursday because there's so much stuff going. There's a couple things going on that has to do with current issues. And I guess, like you said, we gave you Throwback Thursday. We gave them Throwback Thursday on Tuesday, lightweight. So, but before we get off, man, I'm gonna throw this quiz at you just to, just spark some interest and get a little banter going. Just a couple little questions.
Okay.
Pick your brain.
All right. I actually have one there for you too, so we're all good.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to see where we start off. We're gonna start off with this whole SEC conference thing, man. So what's your take, man? Like, what do you take away from it? I got a couple other, questions about what do you take away from it? Obviously it got to be a good thing if we want to have sports, but what's the pros and cons of it?
Man, there are no pros to it, to be honest with you. I guess a pro can be we can prove that we are SEC caliber completely. No one can say, oh, well, y'all got lucky because y'all didn't play LSU or something like that. That won't happen this year. I guess that's a pro for us. Conference-wise, I don't see a pro. I think it's kind of, I understand because as a leader of the conference, Sankey kind of have to look out for his team. So I understand that. However, when a lot of these conference rivalry games with us in the ACC, a lot of them are interstate teams. So we are, just think about it. Let's just say we have to travel to Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is kind of a hot spot. So now we got to leave Lexington, get on a plane, and travel to Baton Rouge. When they're gonna allow that game, but they're not gonna allow a game between Louisville where you can drive 70 miles. It doesn't make sense to me. I tweeted it and I still believe it. I think we need a commissioner in the Power 5 conferences. So all those guys could have talked it out, developed some protocols, some guidelines, regulations, etc., that they all had to adhere to. We could have still had those games. I understand because I hate when people, I hate a strong word. I dislike it strongly when people say, well, why can't we have it? Because I want to play. Well, you don't have the likes of 1,000 players in your hands. If one of those 10 of those guys happen to 10 of those guys, it's on your hands. So you have to look. It's not just you and your family. It's a lot of people that are on the hands of Sankey. So I understand why he did it. I just wish he would have talked with maybe the ACC and allow some of these rivalry games to continue on.
Yeah, that part I can go with you on. I think we have I think aren't there quite a few ACC SEC rival games?
Yes.
Alabama some of the big dogs may not have one. Alabama, LSU.
Yep, right. But
may not have none, but
Clemson,
they can still. I think if you talk to your neighboring conference, because that's one thing they're doing in the high school football. They're letting the guys play neighboring. You playing only in your city, but you can play a neighboring. I don't think all the Lexington schools play against. What's the one out? I guess it's Eastern here. Winchester.
Okay.
which, if Winchester from my house ain't like 10 miles or whatever. So just some of those schools is on the other side of town is further away than them. So
Right.
I think they're allowing them to play some. I absolutely understand. I think the big thing is if anything changes, then you do it within conference. Yeah. You don't have to, that's why when I was asking you the pros and cons, you said there's no pro. The pro, to me, the biggest pro is if anything has to be adjusted or changed, it's all in conference. You don't have to wait for responses. You don't have to go back and forth. You don't have two different fan bases, worrying about it. So I think there is that is one of the pros about it.
Yeah.
You hit on a bunch of the cons. But I really don't understand how we can't play Louisville.
Look.
But then again, if some breaks out in Louisville and that schedule changes, what happens if we 9-1 and somebody else go 10-1?
Well, look.
You know what I'm saying? That game get taken off. Now the SEC got to come back and readjust their whole schedule and their whole thinking. So
it's just one game, and all these games are the last games of the season. So
one game can make a difference.
No. I'm just saying, hold on. But if you can't make it to the last game of the season, you're gonna have some fluff room, right? The only thing you can push the SEC championship game back another week or 2 weeks, right? If it's just one game against you and ACC, you have that flex because you're pushing it back anyway. You're pushing it back 2 weeks now. So now I understand you can't go 12 games and play 3 non-conference games because then that can really throw you off. But just that one, it is what. But the thing about it is, I understand because there's some, just like you said, the Mississippi State doesn't have their rivalry game is Ole Miss, so that's a conference game. So they're gonna have to add a conference game anyway. LSU doesn't have a real rivalry game. Alabama doesn't have their rivalry game is Auburn. So it's like I understand there are some teams that Arkansas doesn't have a rivalry game. So I understand.
I'm saying out of conference, it don't have to be a rival game, but I'm saying like Florida State game. Florida State game. Us LSU. Us Louisville.
Yep.
South Carolina. Don't they play Clemson?
Clemson. Yep.
Isn't that's not a rival game?
Yeah, it is.
But we got enough. I thought South Carolina.
Clemson's a rivalry game, bro.
That's
big time.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
I thought
big.
there was one bigger than that.
No, that's their rivalry game. Now,
okay, that's their rivalry game. Okay.
Now it's a little unfair now.
It ain't always been unfair though.
Right.
It ain't always been unfair.
That's just like Georgia and Georgia Tech is a rivalry game. That's unfair.
Yeah. Georgia Tech and ACC?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like I'm saying, I think at least half the conference got one of those games where I think you could allow. And maybe they've done the math. Maybe they get paid too much money not to have done the math, and they're gonna lose a lot more money if they ain't done the math.
Right. Yeah.
But if you could put it between two conferences, maybe the ACC and
the SEC, that's the closest conference of the Big 12.
Right, but we understand that. But I'm saying, Alabama, I'm saying two different. It could be a 3-conference pyramid.
Okay,
I know
Okay.
the SEC and the ACC. I think you can get 7 games where it's driving distance, like really close.
Yeah.
And that way, y'all can, y'all say if this happens, this, if that.
Yeah.
And then I think Alabama, LSU, Texas A&M, Missouri.
Yeah.
They have to find a conference where they may have some rivals or Missouri. Ain't there another big school in Missouri?
No.
Yeah, there is.
No, a big school. There's a lot of schools, but the big school is just that.
Where did Darius Miles come from?
Darius Miles came from East St. Louis. He came from high school. He didn't play college.
But I thought there was a college there.
East St. Louis. That's across the river.
That's in Illinois. But I'm saying I thought there was Ain't there a? St. Louis University, but they don't. Maybe they don't have them.
You said a big college.
Yeah, you're right. I thought it was a bigger name than that. Once I said it, there ain't no.
That's really it.
I think it's St. Louis. Yeah, University of St. Louis. And basketball, they pretty decent.
Yeah, now basketball, they have quite a few.
Yeah,
but look, man. Like you said, those teams could have played a couple of Big 12 teams. Can you imagine if we would have added, like you said, we made it a 3-team thing. Let's say we do Big 12, SEC, ACC. Can you imagine if we had Louisville and then West Virginia? That's a nice dude. That's sweet for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People will be all over that.
See it. The fans will love to see it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But so and then like LSU could still play Texas, and then they could have added. What if LSU add Clemson? Or LSU add
LSU and Clemson's not close though.
It's not that far away.
But it's some travel. Is some of the problem is travel as well.
Hold on, they traveling anyway.
No, here's one thing. Listen. Come on now.
They travel with their
bus. Listen, you gonna listen or no?
I'm listening.
If a bus comes to pick your team up from the hotel, all you are dealing with is one bus driver. Well, several buses, but like 3 bus drivers and your whole team. To go through an airport, you got to deal with, people flying the planes. There's a lot of, it's a lot of different stuff. But you can stay in your apartments. Everybody come meet at the bus, pick them up. Like there's adjustments you can make. But the travel won't include a lot of interactions with outside people. Kind of like the bubble dynamic.
But
so
if we're gonna play LSU, somebody has to travel to somewhere, and it's gonna require a plane.
But we're out of conference is what they don't want to deal with, because if there's a breakout and there's a situation that happens out of conference, I think is where the problem is going to be.
But what's
that's
the
where the problem is. I think.
What's the difference though? What's the difference?
Because if there's something happens, one commissioner is going to make the decision of this what we're going to do. But if put it like this, it's as simple as this. I coached last year. I coached middle school football. We play A team and B team game the same day. B team is like Buford and them said, right. When you come on, they ain't giving up respect to B team. Like when the A team is done, the A team will leave, and you got 11 or 12 players on the B team. So let your quarterback get hurt. Right. Now you got to put little Day at quarterback, who weigh 300 pounds just to ain't took a snap. So now you're fumbling the sloppy. So you're not getting unaccomplished. But the whole point was this. So that didn't happen. So we get the B team game going. It gets dark. Like we don't have lights in middle school here. This ain't the South. This ain't the South.
Okay.
And there ain't no lights. So I'm telling the B team head coach, because I'm an A team assistant coach, but I help out with the B team. I'm like, yeah, man, it's too dark. We got to call it. Now the game is tied. Like we was on a drive, but we done fumbled a bunch of balls. Like it ain't nothing. Like you at the 50-yard line, nudging to the 48. Nudge to the other 48, maybe the 45, back and forth. And I said, man, just call the game, man. Like I said, it's too dark. And, it kind of seems like the whole dynamic kind of seems like y'all don't care about the B team. So it's like me saying that is like, man, y'all done played y'all game and won. Now you and so I turned around and I said the biggest thing is safety. Like these parents are going to be upset. Somebody's going to call somebody and just let it go.
Right.
So I walk off. Just like, man, go take my stance far on the sideline. And the referee was like, yeah, the other coach said, which that coach is coached at Morton Middle School. I can't remember his name. Big, loud dude. Man, he funny, man. He funny if nothing else. And but he's been around he's had been around 15, 20 years. And our coaches have been around, we was only 1 year in. Most of them coach somewhere else a little bit. But this dude's a vet in the game. He's like, it ain't worth it. He done already lost. He could try to get a B team win, but he's like, so he progressed. He said, no, we going to play. They run one more play. Then the referee picked the ball up and was like, no, y'all can't finish this. Like, it's over. So my dude is like, our coach, which is one of my coaches, but there's kind of a division between A team and B team. So, we ain't never really all on the same page. And he's like, man, we want to play. And I'm like, you can't, man. It's a safety. Like nobody can see. Like obviously you can't throw the ball because can't nobody see. It ain't pitch black dark, but it's dark enough you can't see the ball in the air.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So my whole point is you got 2 different sidelines talking about something, and it's obvious what the obvious solutions should be.
Right.
But if you don't have them both agreeing, it's just gonna prolong stuff.
No, I feel you. I adding that West Virginia game adds another variable in it that makes it tougher. But adding that one game, I understand. But I still think we could have talked to maybe the ACC and just had a SEC ACC combo thing like they do in basketball. Just
not yet. But I think for us on the East Coast, like I said, I think maybe Alabama, Arkansas, LSU, Texas A&M, Missouri. I think they should be able to go. I think it should be three ways. I think half of us should have a Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, us. Who the hell else is here? South Carolina.
You said Georgia?
Yeah, I said Georgia. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they should be able to decide, get ACC games, and we be good. Then Missouri, Alabama, LSU,
Mississippi State,
Texas A&M,
Arkansas,
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, all them, find them a little rival game.
A Big 12 team. They could have played a Big 12 team. Could play a team in Texas.
Right. So that way you already got in the same guidelines we use with AC, like the format and the information can already be presented that if this happens, this is where we're going to. If that happens, this is where we're going to.
Now, honestly though, I guess you can't make anybody happy because then I'm just thinking about then people are gonna be complaining about the other teams got the easy part because they're playing it was TCU and Kansas and you know what I'm saying? Someone would be pissed off anyway. I guess it's best to just keep it in comfort so then people are gonna even pissed off a bit about that because from what I hear, who is it? Georgia gets one of the Florida Georgia gets an easy West Conference where I think one of them gets like Bama and A&M. So it's like kind of so people are gonna be people gonna be pissed off anyway, I guess.
But nobody getting Bama and LSU, are they?
No, I don't think so.
It wasn't in this time. We had Bama and LSU. LSU was a regular on ours for a while.
Well, LSU was a regular. LSU played. I know. I played them 4 years. I played them every year when I was in college.
I played them 4 years, but you played Bama once. I played Bama twice, and LSU twice.
Yeah.
But like I said, it wasn't the same LSU either.
No, and it wasn't the same Bama either. It wasn't the same Bama either. It was neither one of them.
Right.
For us, the East was a juggernaut. Florida,
Tennessee,
back then,
Georgia having to play Georgia, Florida, Tennessee.
Yep.
That's where the action was at.
Exactly. So the other side with Mississippi State and them, that was the easy one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so they looking at whoever had to play Florida and Georgia, whoever had to play Florida and Tennessee that year.
Right.
Those were the team that was getting that business.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, shit. I was 2-2 against LSU. Beat them both games at home and lost them both on the road.
I was 2-1.
Okay. You was really 2-2 too, but
I only played against them 3 times. Honestly, I was only on the field with them 3 times.
Okay, all right.
I was really only on the field with a uniform on with them 3 times. So I got the 2-1.
Plus, y'all beat them on the road.
Huh?
Plus, y'all beat them on the road, which is
huge. Is it any truth? Huh?
At night.
Go ahead.
Y'all beat them on the road at night. That's big, man.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is there any truth to that whole deal where people say that, I don't know if it's just conference games or tough games, the LSU, all they do is play at night. Like Mummy tried to get us to play them during the day. And they was like, nah, like they don't, I think that, like it's an intimidation factor or whatever. I don't know if they want y'all fans to be booed up. I'm gonna let you answer that. We pulling in. And I'm sure you from there. I'm sure you've seen it. Man, I'm talking about we play Alabama, man, the fans are, good luck, guys. Thumbs up.
Right.
Come on, man. We coming. I kid you not, man. I seen at least 4 generations. A 60, 70-year-old man, a 40-year-old man, a high school or a college, and a little bitty kid, like 6, 7 years old, all middle fingering us.
And probably a girl, probably a little daughter, probably a 4-year-old girl. Wearing a cheerleading outfit.
yeah, man. I said, man, and back then, Alabama had won the national championship not too long ago, but LSU is just, man.
Dude, my kids go to a school, and they are Illinoisans, I guess is the right word said. They're born in Illinois, and that's their background, right? And they come to the school, and they're like, why do these kids like? And my daughter was 4, 5, maybe 6. She's like, why are these kids loving LSU so much? I'm like, that's you born into it. You just you don't know anything else. Yeah, man, they rowdy, man. They are equivalent to Green Bay when I was with the Bears.
I think that, like I said, I think that's the same. Like I said, probably the same way there. It's the same way, I guess, in Ohio and I guess here in Kentucky. Like if you born into it, people love you. You love big. I'm Big Blue Nation. We love it, or you hate them. Like it's funny. I grew up in Ohio. My reason for not liking Ohio State is different. But I always liked Michigan. I didn't really have like in Michigan wasn't the choice. I had a choice. But when Ohio State done the stuff I feel like or heard they did, then I'm just like, forget Ohio State. Like I ain't never. So, but now I'm a fan of the rival. And that's kind of how it is here. Like, man, most of my boys, not my boys are Louisville fans. But then, you know, one of my boys is a Tennessee fan of football. The other one is a North Carolina fan of basketball. Like if it ain't Kentucky, they rival, and that's why you know I think like it might be the same in Louisiana, man. Baton Rouge.
Oh man, if you're in Baton Rouge, you are dude. People who don't go to LSU. Let's just say you're from Baton Rouge, but you go to school in Georgia. Let's say you go to University of Georgia. You still like LSU. Like it's the weirdest thing, dude. Like when it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't get it. And I live literally like 12 minutes away from campus.
Okay.
I used to ride my bike to campus.
So you were standing over there on the sideline when you was a little youngster with your middle finger up with people?
No, dude. I was like we talked about on Tuesday. I was a Southern University guy, dude. I love Southern. I still do it to this day. And when I was in high school, that's a campus I drove to.
Huh.
Yeah. Dude,
so you used to go to the Southern games.
Yeah.
Like us OGs go to these high school games.
Right.
To show up and be like, hey man,
Dude, I went on campus one time and I always rode solo. See, I don't ride with people. I rode solo. I rode on campus one day and one of the students said, dude, what class you in? I'm like, what you mean? Man, I see you here all the time. I don't ever see you in class.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just rolling through, bro. Just checking out what y'all checking out.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Like I said, about I guess tying up on the whole conference thing. Like I said, it's gonna be. I'm curious to see. I guess we gonna keep. Are they just gonna rearrange the whole schedules?
See, it looks like from what I saw. Let me say this: if you have a question, you want to contact us at the Locker 411. From what I heard, from what I saw, was they were going to keep kind of the schedule in line, I guess. Like, our second game is still going to be Florida. Our first game is going to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like they're going to fill in those dead spots.
Okay. So everybody, so I'm assuming, or I think it's quite right, that when I know twice a year, I think everybody in the SEC is playing an out-of-conference game.
Yeah.
On like twice a year. Then it might be like 2 times during the year where some people are out of conference, some people in conference. So everybody looking for a game on the first week, and I think everybody looking for a game like real late, might be like week 8 or 7.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. I mean, I guess everything will work out, but
yeah, it'll work out. And having 10 games going to probably give an extra bye week or some fluff room in case something happens.
The bye week. Damn, I forgot about a bye week.
Yeah, I know they're going to have, I think I read they're going to have 2 bye weeks, I think.
Huh. Okay. So same amount of season, basically almost, but we're the same length, but.
I still see, this is, I'm just, I know you got some more quiz questions, but this is my last one. See, I honestly still think if they do it right, I understand you got to set something up before it's too late. But we push back the season a month. Start the end of September. We could still have a 12-game season. But everybody this is my thought. See, this is why you need a commissioner. One guy stands out on a podium on all major networks, says, guys, if you wear a mask for 4 to 6 weeks, we can have a 12-week season. If you don't, then we're going to go to conference games only and see if that happens. And then we can move it to the end of September. And if people don't act right, then we just go back to conference. But if we could still have a 12-game season if everybody would have waited, I think.
You want to put your 6-figure job in the hands of 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, telling them that if they do this, this, and this. How many athletes, when you play, were in fraternities?
It wasn't that many when I played.
I don't think there was that many either.
They
call them renegades or something.
Yeah,
they act like they're in the huh?
Your class started getting Marvin Major. To me, was the first. Not your class in particular, but the guys around here. Marvin Major was the first one I remember. And then, I know your I'm
not sure if that's legitimate though.
You might be right. Like your Lee Wesleys, and then they started.
Yeah, Lee Wesley, George. Yeah. They all became Kappas.
Yep. So it still wasn't that many though. But I know when I came, the thing was we are frat. Football is
that's what I told him. I ain't got time to. And that's where actually I think me and Lee had a conversation about it. Because the reason I said about it, because the Qs was trying to put a new chapter on campus.
Yep.
And
the basketball team was leading.
The
basketball team was leading it when I was, as I remember, Tony Delk and what's the Rodney guy? Yeah, they were trying to get that thing started, like in '94.
I think in '97. Well, like I said, I think they were trying to. I don't know what happened, why they wasn't on the yard or whatever. But a guy, one of the head guys, came to me and said, you've been identified as somebody who's a good. And I'm talking about, I went to the information, all this stuff. I don't think I had the grade point average at that point that it took. And it was only like a 2.5, which I don't think I had. I think I had like a 2.3 or something. And there was a lot of stuff you had to go through. And, he told me I wouldn't have to be hazed. I mean, you the first, you said y'all will be starting a new chapter. So if ain't nobody hazing you, this, that, and the other. So I was like, cool. But his whole point was, if you let somebody haze you, then I think we chose the wrong person. And my whole thing was like, and I'm not against it. I'm not saying anybody go through hazing is wrong. All I'm saying is I already got responsibilities with football.
Right.
As well as this, but then if you got dudes running around who, and the dude told me they not identified as Qs, as Alpha Omega. So if I'm trying to start a chapter and you stand in the way telling me how we gonna do it, and I'm not saying me personally, it was gonna be me as well as other people starting a new chapter, that I was like, man, that's too much of a conflict. I'm a self-kept person anyway. Like, I keep my damn self. Like, now, if you just want to be, or if I could have just been a part of it, throw up the Q dog, and, just like Zach Crockett and them, then, that'd be a whole, that's a whole different story. But when you're talking about, having to have conflicts with these people and make sure, I don't know, it's just too much to put on the plate. But my point is that you can't really control fraternity people, because they, like you said, they their own entity,
right,
outside within the university, but outside of the university, just like a football team is. So where I'm going with this whole thing. Right. Like, if you got fraternity people in the team, what might happen? Go ahead and explain.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna get infected. That's what's gonna happen. Dude,
where'd you get this information? Why would you suggest
well, USC, I just read today, had an off-campus deal on Frat Row, as they say, and 40 people are infected. I think they say 150 on-campus USC students are infected right now, which is crazy. Now, let me add to that, too. Now, Rutgers has also had an on-campus party, and they got players infected. Look, dude, I've said this. I'll keep saying this. Teams will have to go online for this to work. No students on campus. Football brings in the most money. Let those guys live in a bubble. Because once 18 to 22-year-old young females come on campus, and then 18 to 22-year-old boys come on campus and say, dude, let's do this. It's going to cause a problem. It's inevitable. It can. Dude, I just saw a pool party online with black students surrounding a pool. It had to be at least 60 people, dude. It was 4 deep. It's like, what are y'all thinking about? And it's in Georgia, a hot spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kids that age just don't get it, man. Football players get it because they see the NFL on the horizon. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't see it either. But they know, for me to get my mom out of the situation, my family, blah, 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 all the stuff you want to say, their eyes on the prize. The students are not. And the students can be you can lead you astray. You see something, all these girls at this party, you going. I'm sorry. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, man. Like you said, at that age, I guess it's only really, well, I was going to say 1 year, but I was thinking maybe the same thing we do through camp. Like, 2 weeks? But in the NFL, I think it may be a little bit longer, maybe 4 weeks.
Now it's different.
Right. I understand. Now it's different, but my point is,
it was
like you said, you put them in a dorm or you get a hotel, you got enough money. Well, I think dorm is probably best. Clear out a dorm and have nothing but athletes in there or nothing but like you said, man, at the end of the day, I can't imagine being 21 years old, 22 years old, hormones raging, and I'm playing football. Man, you ain't no telling who on steroid, who's shooting up. And I'm not saying this about my university. I'm just saying you never know. So now all of a sudden, man, you around the dorm, man, you gonna go stir crazy. You gonna want you a little piece. And I don't know. I guess there's a way you can. I wouldn't risk that because I was gonna say I guess there's a way you can facilitate visitations at certain points, or you getting screened when you come back, but you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. If you do decide to step out of the bubble or the atmosphere, but it'll be tough to do, but it'll be. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. You know it's impossible. You know it's impossible. I'm telling you, if you look, if your girl live on the other side of town, you're gonna make that visit. you're gonna make that visit. Now, if she's not in town, you don't have the funds to get a plane ride to go to wherever she's from. But if she in town, if she in Louisville, if she in Cincinnati, you making that drive.
You know what? I appreciate how you did that, man. That's why I like you, my brother. I appreciate how you did that. You saying if your girl is here, man, come on, man. I want these people to know what is that Jackie Chan said in what is that movie that Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker was in?
I can't remember. Yeah, I know what they're talking about.
Well, anyways, he said, this shows how much full of shit you really are. So I'm glad you made that statement. But I'm going to say what I got to say to show just how much full of shit you really are. Like Jackie Chan said.
Okay.
You talking about if your girl live here, if your girl live that.
What? What?
So, okay. So all athletes have a girl.
Oh,
you're a good guy, man.
Okay, you're right. You're a good
guy. Right. You said if your girl live here or there.
I didn't mean singular. You're right. I meant anyone. You're right. All right. You're right. I'm wrong. You are right on that. Yes. Any one of your weaknesses is close by. You go and get that.
You gotta watch what you say, man. You know we got plenty of female viewers, man. So you better watch how you state that.
No, they know. They come on, man.
But that don't mean it's okay.
And from 18 to 22, it is okay.
No, it's not okay because if you feel like it's okay, and you know this, you know what happened to UK's cheerleading coaches?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They might have thought it was okay.
Good point.
So I'm saying we cannot say that that's okay.
I'm not saying, no, I'm not. I'm just, look, as you said, I'm being real. That is what happens. Hold on. And not just dudes, girls have multiples too. Don't get it wrong to think they don't have a couple in their back pockets too.
I'll tell you this much though. I believe a female that's attached to an athlete is going to be more loyal for whatever reason. For future purposes, they typically, I'm not saying a lot of them, I think they typically going to be more loyal if they really like the guy or see a future, whether it's financially, whether it's lifelong, whether it's relationship wise. I think a girl, a female would be more
you were full of it
dedicated to it than a guy. So yeah, man, girls may. But I'm saying if you used to what you've been doing for, if you a senior, 5th year senior, say, and you've been 4 years doing what you've been doing, and now all of a sudden you gotta be in a bubble and you can't have no contact, like, man, I don't know. Like I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem doing it because I think I got what's that called? Restraint. I have great restraint and dedication to whatever cause I'm involved with. But like you said, man, there's 100 and something of these suckers that you gotta assume is gonna be dedicated to the cause.
Dude, I'm sorry, Ant. I'm sorry. I can't commit that I would be 100%. I'm just being serious.
You'll be 100% committed, or you'll be 100% doing what you want to do.
100% able to not slip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I'm just being honest with you. Now, my senior year, I would probably be a little more focused. My freshman year, that junior, senior year, I probably could do it. The senior year, definitely. But that sophomore, freshman year, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, what's up, Coach Johnson? My coach from NFL Europe is on here, man.
What?
Checking us out. Everybody caught me up. It's Rush Hour is the name of the movie, which my homeboy from high school, George Clark, was Rush Hour. But I appreciate, man. See, that's why I really appreciate you, man, because you just cleaned that up really nicely. Because I know your wife tunes in, so I understand you gotta let her know what type of guy she married.
Dude,
but that's fine. That's cool. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus.
No, my teammates know who look. I didn't roll with nobody. Nobody has nothing on me. That's one thing I can say. No one has nothing on me.
It's why you can say anything, but your wife might be in the back of her mind thinking, "Yeah, I married a former football player. He loved me. I got him. He's still green. You got, but then again, you might have sold her that dream. I don't know. Man. So because nobody knows, nobody's there to dispute that or whatever. But by the same token, she might also think, man, I done married a man whore.
I'm 20 years in, bro. I'm 20 years in. We all good.
Still. Put it like this, man.
Said still.
If you run into somebody, you run into a joker. And I'm telling you, man, I ain't married, but if I run into a joker and my wife, she's like, "Oh, this so and so," and he got an inside joke. I'm gonna say this, man. I got a homegirl, and I don't know if this is appropriate to be saying.
Come on, man. We're in the locker. This is what we talk about in the locker. Go ahead, man. Let it out.
She out on a date with a guy, and she run into a friend, and her friend says, "Hey, what's up, ball game?" Yelling across the restaurant. And I kid you not, that's my homegirl. The dude she was with never called her back. They never talked again. And she assumes it was because of that. I don't know. Wow. But I don't know what that could have meant. But she said it was a nickname. And maybe she see him at all the ball games or something because she do have a son to play sports and whatnot. I don't know. But I'm saying if it was something that was more obvious than that, and I'm with my wife and she run into a dude like on House Party 3, the part where dude said, "Hey man, I knew I remember you." He said they used to call you Jawbone. I'm saying something like that. I'm saying, I don't care how long we've been in there. We're going to have I guess, you've been in long enough. You can shake it off. Like you said, 20 years is a long time. You can shake it off. All I'm saying is.
No, you brought, look, this how I'm going to look at it, right? It's so true. If I'm on my first couple dates and she does that, it's ball game, right? Because on your first couple of days, you're supposed to be on your best behavior. You see him, you're supposed to be like, all right, I'm gonna try to dodge it. Now, if you've been dating for a couple of years, it doesn't matter. Because hopefully she's done said I got some male friends, in town. And I'll be like, okay, cool. So then she says it, we've been dating for a year. Okay, that's big game, whatever. All right, we are. Come on, big game, come over here, man. But if it's the first date, it's like, nah, cutting it off.
Nah, like George Clark said, everybody got a pass. Everybody got Coach Johnson over there he's still going crazy about the jawbone. But no, you absolutely right. But you would not realize how many people I knew I'm not saying I was involved with, just people in college that act like they were this or that. And I see them on a date with somebody and I just give them the eye and they try to ignore it. Like everybody I've ever seen out that I think feel like I could embarrass, not really embarrass them, but and embarrass. Like we both played a role, like you said, it's just cordial about it. Like, like you don't know. But if it's somebody that's hurt, somebody who's hurt or scorned, and they see you out, and they's kind of like, man, you with, because that has happened before. Like
I can only imagine.
Yeah. No, that's just my friend.
Right.
So my whole point is, I don't know how we got way off on this tangent. But yeah. So Van's a good guy. That's what we established. Van's a good guy. Yeah, we gonna leave it at that, man.
Hey, I got a throwback Thursday question I got for you. I heard Bruce Arians say something a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday, about how the players gotta get adjusted to having a GOAT on their team and, not being so what's the word, Google-eyed about this guy being on the team. And my question to you, who was on the Oakland Raiders that when you got there, you was like, damn, I'm playing with such and such. But damn, that's such and such.
It was a bunch of them. The craziest thing, it was a bunch of them. Tyrone Wheatley, I told you I grew up being a Michigan fan. So,
okay.
And Tyrone, he was one of my favorites. He probably wasn't my favorite. I'll say he was second or third because, they had Ricky Williams or Ricky Powers.
Oh, wow.
Tim Biakabatuki.
Yep.
Man, it was several of them. So, playing on him being a Michigan, I was like, cool, man. And then I always liked Napoleon Kaufman for some reason. Like I really liked it. And I remember Zach Crockett throwing up the that. So yeah. But I think the biggest one, because I knew he was going to be a Hall of Famer, was probably Tim Brown.
You gonna name all them people and name
Eric Allen was as well, dude, huh?
You gonna name all them people and leave Tim Brown the last. One of the.
No, because I was building up to that. Building up to that.
Okay,
that's what I was saying. I was saying I enjoyed playing with these guys, but I was building up to, without a doubt, that Tim Brown, being a Hall of Famer, that he was, that I knew he was going to be. I was like, man, I'm in there with Tim Brown, man. But then, like I said, on the defensive side, man, well, it really wasn't. Well, Charles Woodson, but he was my age, so I really didn't idolize him or nothing. But like I said, Eric Allen was one of them, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Was really big because I used to watch him with Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, Eric Allen was a beast.
So next to Tim Brown was probably Eric Allen.
Yeah, Eric Allen was a beast, man.
But the one I think, the top of the mountain was probably Marshall.
Dude,
I had Marshall poster in college. I had him on my wall. Him and Deion.
So with me, when I was at Kentucky, me and Matt Leo used to do the Brian Cox dance all the time. Almost every day. But then I go to, you really don't know how big he is, right? So then I go to the Bears, and this motherfucker, I'm in the huddle with 6'5", 6'4", Brian Cox, 260. And look at him. Like, he's a big-ass man, dude. So that was a big one. And then, like you said, I was in that training camp with Marshall I was in the locker room when they traded for him. And when he got
Okay.
and when he got there, you have these preconceived notions of what it be. He was the coolest dude, but he had from neck to waist, he had a dad bod. That joker had the worst body.
You would never know. If you just did upper body, you would know.
I'm like, dude, what? Are you lifting weights? Are you doing the bench press and the abs? Like some core work? But from the waist down, he was a running back. But from that neck to that dude, I'm like, dude, you always have a shirt on.
Oh, yeah. But he didn't care because he was so cold. I felt the same exact way you said. When I got there, I was like, damn, I'm number 26. He number, St. Louis's locker room was number wise.
Yep.
And so I was in between Devin Bush.
Yep.
And Devin Bush was 24.
What, Devin Bush 23?
Who was 20? No, 25. He was 25. Somebody was 24. Oh, Tron was 24. Tron Kennedy was 24. Okay. He was 25. I was 26. It was a safety. Ty Light was still
there. Yep.
No, there was Cody, the white boy they drafted.
Oh, the guy they drafted when I was there, dude.
Yeah. He was 27. Marshall. So we was basically two lockers, so it's kind of the running backs is over there. And he come to me and hey, Rook. Then they start calling me smooth and stuff. I'm talking we'd be in meetings, he'd be like, man, you listen to this. Like he was doing me like Sherrod Gideon was doing. Like he already a Pro Bowler. I'm talking he was I think the MVP the year before I got there. And we in meetings. I'm trying to listen. He over there talking to me, man, you listen to this shit. Man. And I'm like, and then I can't remember his name. I couldn't stand his ass either. The running back coach would turn around and be like,
it was
are you guys paying attention?
It was Wilbur Montgomery.
No, he was tight end coach when I got there.
No.
I wish he would have been. Oh, that's probably why they was after me. Because Wilbur Montgomery, he used to meet with me a lot after practice, trying to school me and get me up on game. Not on really running back, but just what was going on. But he was a tight end coach.
Dude, Montgomery was a running back for the Eagles back then.
But yeah, the Eagles, yeah. Did you know him and Walter Payton's cousins?
Yeah, dude, hold on. So who was your running back coach?
I can't remember. Some little bitty white dude. Real little bitty scrawny dude, man.
Are you serious?
I can't remember his name.
Dude,
I couldn't say he was military. Like he was military. He didn't like Marshall. He didn't like me. He liked Robert Holcomb. Damn. He liked anybody who run hard and blow snot on their nose. He liked Najee. Dude. But he didn't like any of them smooth back. He wanted you running in there just busting up stuff. Me and Marshall was like, man, put me in space, man. I ain't got time for it.
Dude, that doesn't make. How can Wilbur? Why would they move Wilbur Montgomery to tight end coach? He was a cold running back. He coached that running back
because Vermeil wasn't there. You was under Vermeil.
Yeah.
Right. They brought a new coach in. Mike March came in.
Was this Lovey?
Mike March came. No, Lovey was defensive coordinator.
Oh, that's right, Mike March.
I was under Mike March. He was ass, and I think he brought this. Hey, you done messed up my whole damn night, dude. You have messed up my whole. No, I kid you not, man. If Wilbur Montgomery was a running back coach, I would have stuck in the NFL.
You probably would. Yeah, you're right.
I would have stuck in the NFL. Wilbur Montgomery liked me, and that's probably why they went after me.
That's what. See, I keep forgetting you like.
I can't think of the dude's name, man. Little bitty white dude. He was military. He was scrawny. Look, dude, like he. I don't know if he played running back at any point in life.
Was it? I don't know who it is. It's He was the wide receiver coach when I was there.
Was it?
I know exactly who you're talking about. Skinny,
he was an ass. Like he was an ass.
Skinny white dude, old.
Had a buzz cut. Had a crew cut.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He was a wide receiver coach.
Yeah. Because
he was the OC for someone after that. It's like I think in college. I can't remember what's his name. It'll come to me.
I'm gonna look it up,
dude.
I'm pissed off now.
Oh, so Mike Marks. I keep forgetting you were 3 years after me. So Mike Marks came in and shuffled the whole damn thing.
Apparently.
Because Wilbur Montgomery should not have been a damn tight end coach when he was a running back coach for so long. That makes no damn sense. I know who you're talking about, though. I know exactly. He reminds me of Coach Smith. because he used to run a lot.
Coach Smith was halfway cool, man.
No, not his coaching, but his body. He used to wear those sweats, but they were shorts.
Man, how do you not? I don't even think they listen.
No, they don't listen to coaches.
Bobby Jackson?
No.
It says Bobby Jackson in 2000.
As running back coach?
Yeah. Let me see.
Look at that 2000 season. Who was the coaches?
I think it was Bobby Jackson. I am looking at 2000 coaches. The year 2000, it says, year 2000, it says, well, Mike March, the head coach. Al Sanders was we see.
Al Sanders. That's who I'm talking about.
No, that ain't who it was. No, Al Sanders was cool. He liked me.
Okay. That's who I'm talking about. Al Sanders.
No, it was Bobby Jackson. Like I said, you ain't never heard of him. It says John Ransdale was quarterback coach. Wilbur Montgomery tight ends. Jim Hannafin was offensive line coach.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember Ken Zampese was offensive assistant. I remember him. I liked him. I thought Lovie Smith was there.
No, Lovie came, I think, the next year. Lovie came after their defense wasn't good.
Okay.
Because he still had Peter Junta. Peter Junta, dude. Look, let me throw some game at you. What was the damn whatever Dick Vermeil off defensive coordinator? Well, I can't think of his name. He's a legend, and he passed away a few years ago. But he was the architect of this defense, right? And Peter Junta was supposed to be running his defense, and his defense was dude, I couldn't get the defense, and I was trying to study my ass off, and Todd Light, I can't remember the other DB. They were telling me, dude, it takes you 3 to 4 years. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, dude, we just getting it. So they brought the architect of the defense into practice to help the defensive coordinator understand the defense.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, wow. Man, see, man, you don't ruin my whole damn day,
I'm sorry, man.
You don't ruin my. I should blame. No, Mike Leach. Mike Leach wasn't. That was my college coach, George. It's funny. I should get in Lee Johnson too, man. Coach Johnson, man, from Europe, man. They should have did better at helping me out, man. Once we in Europe, man. He was a defensive coach though, so I don't think he had much pull on my side of the ball. But damn, it was Jackson. I don't think they called him Bobby. It might have been Bob. Man, I'm trying to look up information on this dude to see what happened after he jacked up my career. Him and Skip Pete. Like, man, dude, we'll be watching film and he'll be like, I'm still trying to get your question in. We'll be watching film and he'll be like, man, look at this. Because I used to wear my socks high, long like Marshall did in practice. You know, we had on shorts. So like, look at this. All right, you guys, this is what you want to do. You want to get the ball. This is how you run the route. And you get the ball and you get up the field and you make a move and go. And I'm like, that's what's up. It's me on the film. So Marshall say, hey, coach, that's smooth. All right, okay. And he just fast forwarded. Like, he's on his way back to look at it again and coach on it. Then, I kid you. I mean, I know it. You're going to feel like, man, people like, oh, he's making that up. Okay. If you ever meet Marshall Falk, say, hey, you know my homeboy Smooth? You could say from Kentucky if you want to or whatever, but he going to say, oh, you know, whatever. But, man, yeah, it was Jackson. I remember Jackson. I was thinking Al Jackson for some reason. Boy, man, that old punk ass dude, man.
Carson.
Oh man, you ruined my
whole
night, man. You have ruined my whole night.
Carson. What is Bud? Is it Bud Carson? Yeah, Bud Carson was the architect of that defense. Dude, we used to run some crazy shit. We used to run where he was kind of like remember when LT was talking about they used to do that read? But sometimes the safety and corner will switch. So for 2 deep, that corner would have to go the deep half, and that safety would play the flat. It was crazy, dude. It was based on formation. It wasn't based on like you had reads and you had to make the decision right there. Oh, we're gonna check into this.
Oh, so when they come out in alignment, so you make that. So it ain't predetermined.
No.
Wow.
It was kind of dude. It was. I still didn't get it. Plus, if you don't get any plays, you don't see the formation. You didn't have the videos like we did back in the day. Where like now you can watch it on your laptop. Dude, it was. I was like, dude, I was swimming. It was crazy. But
damn, man, you killing me, man.
Dude, look, listen to
man. If Wilbur Montgomery was a running back coach, I would have been in St. Louis 3 or 4 years.
Listen to me, man.
And if I had to leave, they would have had to trade me.
Right. I say this all the time.
Man.
It happened for a reason, bro.
It didn't happen for a damn reason. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Now ain't the time to be Now ain't the time to be trying to hear this shit, man. Dude. I'm gonna give you a little bit of respect on that. Because it's odd that he came in for that 1 year, and I guarantee his ass wasn't there the next year.
Who?
Because Marshall didn't even like him.
Dude, can you hold on, bro. Listen to me. Wilbur Montgomery was that dude.
Oh yeah, even to his day, he's number 31.
Dude, he was a great coach. All the players when I was there for that camp respected him. He respected
nice
them.
Guy. Yeah.
And I can't believe that March would get rid of him and move up to tight end coach. And why?
But they had Ernie Conwell,
Conwell, yeah,
Conwell or Cromwell, whatever. But they had all their tight ends were like pretty much veterans.
Yes.
So I think it might have been that him making a change over there. I don't know, whatever he was doing, and this is the thing through my whole effing life. My whole effing life, there's been a coach that we couldn't achieve success, which I'm not saying the Rams didn't,
right.
That a coach was being loyal to another coach, and it didn't affect the outcome of the Rams until they went back to the Super Bowl, but shit, it impacted the outcome of me.
Dude.
The same way Bill Curry and Lee Uzak affected the outcome of me. Man, I'm telling you, man. You think this is not even for camera, dude. I'm pissed off, man. That's why Wilbur Montgomery used to have me stay after practice. And I'm like, he the tight ends coach. Like, my playing time. Right. But I knew he was a cold running back. Like I knew, but I'm like, why is he investing in me? I'm pretty sure he the reason I was there. Because they called me during the draft as well. So they wanted me to come there, but I went to Oakland because John Gruden called me first. But that is man, I guarantee. See, why didn't he just tell me that? Like, why didn't he give me some, hey, man, this is why they,
because he didn't want to step on toes.
I got to find out what happened to Bobby Jackson.
Because you think about it. If Mark moved him to tight end coach, he could move his ass around the building in a heartbeat. He would be out of a job. I mean, it didn't matter. Dude, that right there is like having Joe Montana as your quarterback coach and saying, okay, Joe, you know what? We got to make you an offensive line coach. You got a good, hold on. This guy got you to a Super Bowl. He was a running back coach on the Super Bowl championship. Why would you move him?
He was with the Redskins before. He was with the Redskins from 94 to 99 as a running back coach. He's been a running back coach his whole life, but
look,
Phoenix Cardinals. But he got short stints everywhere. Like, dude, he was only at the Rams the 2 years I was there.
Dude, listen to me.
What, a 1.5 year I was there.
As you know, with Coach Mummy and Coach May.
Hell no, hold on, man, I ain't done. Okay, then that Joker didn't coach for another 5 years. Like after he left there, he didn't get another gig. Come on, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It's like Mummy and Major. There's some interconnecting relationship, and it doesn't do. Why upset the apple cart when you lucky to get that job? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Morris had that 1 year, and then everything kind of went blue.
They started trying to replace Marshall with Steven Jackson.
Dude. Marks didn't like.
And I think Marshall still had some in the tank. Like they had Marshall backing him up or some shit at one point.
You know this. Marks didn't have it. Marks wasn't a Marshall Faulk guy.
Yeah, it don't seem like it. And that might have been why.
He wasn't. That might have been why. Hold on. When I was in camp, we talked about this dude from San Diego State.
Yeah.
He was trying to get him to be the.
Yep.
When Marshall was a vet, this guy's a rookie. Like, what?
When Marshall got hurt, he got some playing time. Like, Trung was banged up. Because Trung was the first-round draft pick the year I came out. And he was banged up. Yep, they had your boy playing running back. And I'm talking about, man, 60 yards on 20 carries or something. And, come on, man.
Mike Morris liked a certain thing, man. And Marshall wasn't his thing. You know, that Marshall trade happened after Marsh was there, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure he signed off on it.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot of times. That happens a lot of times.
So
that's what happened to your boy Couch.
Right.
The one owner wanted him, and the coach was like, man, I don't want this dude.
And I'm not kidding. Was it Bush Davis or was it
Nah, it was Carmen. Who the hell was it?
It was a Bill Parcells. I'm not Bill Parcells.
It wasn't Bush Davis.
No, it's Belichick.
Nah,
Belichick was the coach.
No, sir.
Nah.
No, sir.
How much money you want to pull on it?
Man, we go ahead, man. We're going overtime, man.
Yeah. When did Couch come out? $2.99?
99. Let me see.
No, it wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't Belichick. Belichick was like
it was Bush Davis then. It had to be Bush Davis.
It wasn't Bush Davis, man. Bush Davis is my dude, man. Don't put that on Butch, man. Chris Palmer was there for 1 year. That's what it was, Chris Palmer. He was right after Belichick. They sold the Browns after Belichick.
Okay.
And Chris Palmer was the one. He was there for 2 years. He was there for 2 damn years. See, man? And what was his win percentage? Let me see.
Probably wasn't good. Oh, I tell you.
Oh, my Lord. This dude was 5-27. Ooh. I ain't never seen a winning percentage so low in my life.
Yeah. So Bush, whoa.
Point.
But Couch played under Bush Davis too then.
Yeah, he played under Bush Davis, but his first 2 years is when stuff got rocky.
Yeah.
And he got hurt, I think.
Yeah.
After that, Bush Davis was the one who shook things up a little bit. They let
Kelly Holcomb.
Yeah, they let Kelly Holcomb get a little bit, and Derek Anderson.
Yeah,
but I think because Couch was getting banged. The whole point was Couch was getting banged up. Right. And they said Palmer. I'm telling you, I met a guy who said that.
Palmer was garbage.
That honestly, I met a scout that told me that they set Couch up for failure. Like, people was wondering, if you don't have an offensive line, like, why you having 5 and 7 step drops?
Right.
Because Couch he can place the ball. He can, and then I had people telling me, like, one of my cousins' kids play Little League with one of Tim's offensive linemen, and he is acting like Tim couldn't read. I asked Tim about the dude. He said, like, man, you ain't blocking. So I don't know, like, if you get in half a second to drop back and find out, where to release the ball, and you got pressure in your lap, as well as I do. That's a difficult thing to deal with. But one thing I do know, like, he can read, he can diagnose before the play started. He would tell me, hey, if that safety come down, this is what I'm doing. Like, he'd tell me off the rip, like, before it be pre-snap.
Dude.
And I know the NFL is a little different, but I don't think it's that hard for them to adjust. But I had a scout tell me that they sabotaged, basically, more or less.
No,
without
you're right.
Sabotage that he said they didn't help him. And he said, yeah, they didn't want him there, so they didn't do anything to help him.
Look. Once Mike Marks got from under Orlando Pace, his offense became garbage. Now,
what you mean got from under Orlando Pace?
Because Orlando Pace protected the backside, so Kurt Warner could do a 7-step drop.
Yeah.
Because he had a great tackle.
Yeah.
Once Orlando Pace wasn't on his team no more, he got quarterbacks hurt. He basically ended Yeah, now
Rozier?
no, what's the quarterback for
Trent
Vandy?
Green?
Jay Cutler.
Cutler?
He was the OC for the Bears.
Oh, you saying with the Bears?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Morris was. Yeah, he damn sure was with the Bears.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about in St. Louis.
Yep. No, just he got Cutler beat up.
But didn't Orlando go to the Bears at a certain point?
No, he was done. Yes, he did. Orlando Pace did.
At the end of his
career. Was done. That was the end of his life. Well, end of his career. I shouldn't say life because I won't put that on nobody. Yeah, that was the end of his career.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. It's damn, man. I can't believe this here, man. I'm gonna reach out to Wilbert, man. I always wanted to ask him if he had anything from Walter, a picture of him and Walter. I'll get an autographed picture of him and
man.
and Peyton.
Wu was a good dude, man. I can't believe he was on the staff and not the running back coach. That blows my mind, dude.
This is where my anger comes from. You play in the NFL. Do you understand? I'm a rookie. Now, they drafted a rookie in the first round the same year I came out, strong candidate. You got Marshall. They trying to force Justin into a playing role. They still got Robert Holcomb. I think they drafted in the second round 2 years prior to that or something.
Right.
And I'm leaving practice. And he's like, hey, come here, man. Hey, meet me in the meeting room. I'm like, shit. Like, why are you investing time in somebody who's fifth on the depth chart? That's why now I'm telling you that I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Like he knew, like he invested in me, and I ain't even on the depth chart.
Because
like I'm fifth.
Hold on, him and Marshall was tight too, so I'm sure Marshall told him too.
Oh, okay. It might have been Marshall. Yeah, Marshall loved me, man.
Yeah. I'm sure he was like, "Hey, coach, can you give this guy?" Because obviously the running back coach didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Man, I told you after he left there, after he jacked me and Marshall's career up. Well, he didn't really jack up Marshall's too bad, but he didn't get another job. Like he didn't get another job, dude, for like 5-6 years.
That's Mike.
And then he was only there for 1 year.
Dude, that's Mike Marks. Dude, that's Marks.
Mike, and you know what's funny? Mike Marks got two little things on his forehead, and I ain't gonna say who said it. It was a veteran, Hall of Famer. It was like, why do you think he got those two nubs in front of his head? That motherfucker's the devil. And
dude,
shit, man.
Dude, hold on. Didn't I tell you what happened? We was running this drill, and Justin came and he jumped. Now, we was supposed to thud, right?
Yeah.
But he jumped. So when I thudded him, I've already committed. I didn't think he was going to jump. He jumped, knocked his ass down. Marsh is on me, dude. Hard. When I say on me, he's on me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is her. Why are you hitting? I'm like, dude, he jumped over a pile. That's not my fault. What am I supposed to do?
Wow. Yeah. And like I said, he wasn't the most athletic guy. So he used to do that kind of stuff all the time. Like he couldn't. Here's the thing about it. If it makes you feel any better, most people can avoid at that level. You can avoid a guy, or at least make it. Where I don't think he had the athleticism to avoid you.
He was stiff.
After you committed.
He was stiff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, man, damn, man.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, let's call it day. I'm gonna give you time to get your little brown liquor in.
Man. You shouldn't have told me that. Damn, man.
That's what happened to Throwback Thursday, y'all. Went in the locker. Shit happens. You find out some information that you didn't know, good and bad. That's
crazy, man. That's crazy. Wow.
All right, man. Every gave the people a little too much, man. Yeah. I'll catch you on the other side, man. Have a good weekend, brother.
Thank Coach Johnson, Mike Waskowitz, George, man. Thank you all chiming in, keeping it going. I know we got a little delay, so but now you got thank them for joining in and
all right, man.
commenting on the show.
Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all next week.